It's Christmas time, I'm feeling Christmassy. We've just made this absolute beauty of a Christmas recipe.
Now, Christmas food is arguably the best food, so here is a wonderful collection of fantastic vegan Christmas recipes. Today we have something very special for you, something magical.
It's a meringue that's made with like bean water.
What kind of bean water?
Chickpeas,
okay,
to be precise. So first things first, we want to drain these chickpeas.
Very good. So what else do we need to make this magic happen?
Cream of tartar.
And you can buy this at any sort of baking aisle or any
Exactly. It's going to help these things to stay firm. You could make this without cream of tartar, but what you'd find is that the meringue would deflate. We've got our chickpea water here, we've got our cream of tartar here, and we have sugar. Got our chickpea water in here. It's time to whiz it up and make it frothy and aerated and gorgeous. We just turn our KitchenAid up to full. Okay, so once it started to fluff up just a little bit and it started to go a little bit white, we want to pop in 1 teaspoon of cream of tartar. Again, this is just going to help it to stay firm and remain frothy after we turn the machine off. So we've got our caster sugar, but rather than put it in all at once, we want to add it slowly by just adding about a tablespoon at a time and letting it froth it into the mix. And the idea is that when I lift this whisk out, we should be able to see the Alaskan peaks. Look at that. So what we're looking for is, how you know if you've got stiff peaks, take a big spoon like that and then, moment of truth,
flip it right upside down, perfect.
If it doesn't do that, first of all, it's not ready. Second of all, you're gonna get a messy head.
Indeed.
This is probably gonna do us 3 or 4 baking trays worth. So if you just wanna do enough for a family of 4, probably just do half of this recipe. We're gonna make 1 lot of mini meringue nests, which are gonna be about that big, and some meringue kisses. And look, you know what? We've done a load of recipes, so flashing over the screen right now are a few of our recipes.
Very good.
That was amazing, wasn't
Magic.
it? Who knew
Magic.
I had that power?
But how big are our nests going to be?
Well, what we need to do, Ian, is we want about 8 centimetres, which you can either measure out with a ruler, or that jackfruit tin looks about perfect.
Round.
6 lovely circles with about a 2 centimetre gap in between each one. Obviously, we don't want to eat the lead.
No.
So what we're going to do is we're going to turn it over. I feel like it's about a tablespoon.
Yeah.
Maybe a touch more.
Perfect.
If you feel like you're not quite there with your like stylistic peaks, you could just go and just bring up a couple more little moments. All of this leftover aquafaba will go really nicely into a piping bag. And then what we're looking for is we're just looking for squeeze and then a lid. Squeeze and then a peak. Next up, we're gonna pop these in the oven for about 2 to 3 hours at 100 degrees C. These ones will take a little bit less, about an hour and a half for these. And luckily, there's some I made earlier.
Come on, let's have a look. There we go.
Look at that.
They are unbelievably light. There's hardly anything to them.
It's Christmas, so Ian is gonna be cooking eggnog.
Let's crack on.
What do we want first?
We're gonna lace the underside of the pan with maple syrup. So there's 3 tablespoons of maple syrup in there. This is going to be a tasty dish. It doesn't necessarily have to be insanely healthy. Well, eggnog, it's really, really creamy, it's really, really thick, it's really, really luscious, and it's a treat. It's the sort of thing that you would not have all the time.
We've actually had loads of people asking us
Yeah.
for eggnog recipes. If that was you, then here it is.
What we're gonna do now is take our brown cane sugar.
Bit of brown
Yep,
sugar in
that's
there.
right. There's another 3 tablespoons. Stir that into the maple syrup. So in here now, we're gonna put the vanilla bean paste. If you don't have vanilla bean paste, you can use vanilla extract.
Yeah.
Smell that.
Oh wow, yeah, I've got that vanilla.
See that? Look at how much that looks like a brain. So apparently nutmeg and walnut is good for your brain.
And it looks like the brain.
Exactly. That's a good old grate of nutmeg.
Next up, this looks like a cinnamon stick.
That's correct. We'll roll that around, and now what we're going to do is put the naughty stuff in. This is soy cream. How good that looks.
And you could obviously use any plant-based cream.
I'm just going to fire it up a little bit more. Now what we're going to do is get that to a gentle simmer. You've got these little bubbles appearing around the edge of the pan here, which means it's up to speed. And now we're going to pop our 500 millilitres of soy milk, and you can use any plant-based milk you so wished. So we've got brandy here.
How much brandy are we going to put in?
There's 150 mils.
I mean, this, oh, it smells so Christmassy.
Yeah,
now.
that's it.
We've got cinnamon in there. We've got a little bit of sweetness coming from the maple syrup and the brown sugar. I'm down with this. So that's now done. What's next?
It's time to taste, I feel. We've got our lovely little mug here. Ideally, you'd put this in the fridge and you'd have it cold, but we can't wait.
Warm eggnog seems like a thing that your grandparents would have. I'm getting the cinnamon, I'm getting the 2 layers of sugar. There's the nutmeg, which we added extra nutmeg.
Cheers.
Really tasty.
Yeah, it's got a kick, but not too much.
Slightly alcoholic, slightly punchy, but incredibly warming. This is BOSH's quick eggnog. Perfect for Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Now then, people, Merry Christmas.
I'm Ian, this is Henry, this is BOSH TV, and we're going to make you something wonderful today.
Welcome back to our kitchen. We're gonna make you some delicious gingerbread Christmas cookies. Perfect for Christmas and for all your friends and loved ones.
They're quite thick, quite robust, so you can dunk them in tea, which is something I like to do.
So not down with dunking biscuits in tea. Just don't understand it. But before we do that, there's one thing we need to do, Ian. We have a Christmas tipple. I mean, it is Christmas.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right?
Full of Christmas cheer. Right, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Whee! Okay, time to make our gingerbread Christmas trees. Gonna be really quick, really simple, and just a few ingredients.
Just a few. One of them, the first one we'll start with, is dairy-free butter. Again, available all good supermarkets. Into the big bowl it goes. Nice finely ground caster sugar. That's popping into the bowl as well. Vanilla extract. You give that a sniff. Woo. And here, as you can see, we have our ingredients. And the next process, very simple. We're gonna beat this like you would a usual sort of butter.
Like Michael Jackson.
And once you've got the sugar into there and it's formed a really nice sweet buttery cream, then basically you've broken the back of the whole process. This is plain flour, any plain flour will do. You probably could do this gluten-free as well.
Okay.
So all the way in there.
A lot?
Yeah, I reckon just bang it in. We're just gonna fold it through and keep it folding until all that flour has mixed into that creamed butter.
So here we've got 1 tablespoon of ground ginger, and this is 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon.
I think it's time to get our hands in.
I better wash my hands first.
Yep.
Always wash your hands, kids. Okay, so am I just kind of kneading this into a nice dough?
Just get it into a ball. Fantastic, look at that. So nice bit of pressure, squeeze it all up into a ball.
Yeah, it's basically a shortbread. Little fun fact for you here, the reason it's called shortbread is because the strands of gluten that make a bread are actually shorter because of all the fat. And that's what makes it crumbly, and that's why it breaks off with ease.
So we've just put a little bit of plain flour on the surface there.
And we're just gonna roll it out and get it smooth.
You can do this with any shape. You could use a gingerbread person, you could use a star, or you could use what we're gonna use today, which is a Christmas tree.
A little Christmas tree.
Yeah,
so
that's it.
Just pop that in there. Make sure you give it a little zhuzh.
There we go.
Nice little tree there.
Perfect.
This is a great one for kids to do. Lots and lots of fun. Get them involved, and you know what? They can't really get it wrong. Look at that. They call this tessellation, Ian. And you've got a pattern going one way and a pattern going the other way.
That's a nice word.
So we basically made a forest here.
That's it.
Look at that, a forest of gingerbread. It's really important to make sure there's a bit of space around them for if they do rise, they don't join together.
So here's our 2 trays of cookies. How many have we got there? 30?
3, 5, 10, 13, 5, 5, 33.
33
Was that
cookies.
quick counting or what?
That was good, that was really good. I must
Into
say.
the oven for 12 to 15 minutes.
At 200 degrees Celsius. In we go. Production line, and done. Fantastic.
Right, the silicone gloves are on, and they make this noise.
Gingerbread time. Woo! Oh man, it smells good.
It smells just like Christmas.
Yes. And then once they're cool enough to touch, we'll transfer them onto our cooling rack and then we'll let them chill and decorate. So our gingerbread trees are here, they're all cooled down perfectly, and now we're going to ice them.
We're gonna have a competition, see who can do the best icing. So it's gonna be up to you guys to decide.
So we've got, this is icing sugar, this is water, this is literally all you need to ice this. 1, 2, 3, I'll let you go for yours. And you're gonna mix it through.
Let's chuck it in there.
Because if it's too watery, it won't work.
Mine might be too watery.
And here we go. Yeah? It kind of looks like baubles, it kind of looks like tinsel.
You want to get not too many drippy bits, you want like nice,
Oh, that's good.
lines.
Yeah, you're good at that. You are good, I must say. Oh, he's good, isn't he?
Boom, there you have it. Put your votes in the comments below.
Yeah.
And the loser will have to take their top off in the next YouTube video. No, I'm not doing that. The loser will have to, what?
Eat a full tray of biscuits.
Eat a full tray of biscuits?
Yeah. I'm gonna eat one now.
This has been another episode of Daily Bosh in the Bosh studio.
And these have been fantastic gingerbread Christmas cookies.
If you like this, then hit the like button and drop us a little comment. Let us know what you thought.
And also subscribe. We've got loads more fantastic videos coming your way very soon.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Bosh kitchen. We are going to show you the perfect breakfast for Christmas morning. This is going to be scrambled eggs, but of course it's tofu. This is in our book. If you have a look here, we made 3 gorgeous toasts, and that scrambled tofu is badass. It's going to be perfect for Christmas morning, for your family, for your loved ones. And I'm going to let Ian cook it. Before I go though, I've got to go for an MRI scan. Weird one, I know, but I kind of did something janky to this leg.
Fingers crossed.
So hopefully this will be ready for me when I get back.
Everything will be perfect when you arrive. Right,
See you later, mate.
See you later,
Yourself
mate.
out.
We have a spring onion here. The finer this spring onion is cut, the quicker it will cook. Time to fire up our pan. And rather than using olive oil in this recipe, we are going to use dairy-free butter. There's 2 tablespoons there. So that goes into the pan. And we don't want to burn it, so we're going to move it round. Right, we're going to mix that around nice and easy. Sprinkle it all over there. This is going to give a nice flavour. It's going to put the flavour all the way through the whole dish. Now we're going to give it a stir around, because the trick with this recipe is temperature regulation. You don't want anything to burn, so therefore you don't want your pan too hot. Look at these bubbles. Check these bubbles out. Releasing all of those oils from the spring onion. We have 1 large garlic clove. Smell that. Come on. Smell good? Thought you were going to love that, right? Kat, what do you reckon to smell this? I mean, onion and garlic. Yes, indeed. We're going to introduce a bit of colour. Now, the colour that we've got in this dish is coming from turmeric. And the reason why we're using colour of turmeric is because we are trying to replicate egg. Very good. It's stained the garlic, it's stained the onion, and this is basically where we want it to be. Now, this stuff. This is kala namak, which is also known as black salt. It has a really weird smell. It's like got a really eggy smell. So we're going to put it all in there. Nice. And the second that kala namak hit the pan, we've got this explosion of eggy scent. Now this is silken tofu. What we're going to do, pop this straight into our NutriBullet. We're going to pop the lid on. We're going to whiz this into a cream. Watch this. We are left with a very, very well textured cream. Scrape the tofu, silken tofu blended, into the pan. We're going to fold this tofu around in this turmeric oil, which is going to stain the tofu and give it that sort of yellow colour you would expect with scrambled egg. I'm going to turn the pan back down, and then we're going to go and do our bread. Got a half decent loaf here. Just do 4 slices. Toast is in. Watch that texture again. Very, very similar to the way that you'd expect egg to cook. Now this is where the interesting trick comes in. This is a block of firm tofu. And the idea here is that we're gonna crumble it like this, about this kind of size, into the pan. Some big bits, some smaller bits, and start folding the firm tofu into the silken. We've almost nailed this. Black pepper. Black pepper is absolutely essential in usual scrambled eggs, so it's essential in ours too. Fold. Folding rather than stirring is very, very important here, because we don't want all of those lovely lumps of tofu to break. Pan off, plate, toast. Dairy-free butter, 1 more. It's time to dress our plate. Very good, look at that. Good old mouthful. That is vegan scrambled egg, as good as it can be. Henry is going to eat this in a bit, and let's see what he thinks.
Now then.
Now then.
Alright, Team Bosh.
Here we go, man.
That looks super eggy. Now for the all-important taste test.
It's good, right?
It's hard to believe that is not an egg.
Very good.
I think it's better than egg. There you have it, an incredibly convincing scrambled egg. Perfect for Christmas breakfast.
And if you like that video, then please do subscribe, because we release videos like this all the time.
And let us know what you thought in the comments below. We respond to as many as we can. And if you like this, hit the like button.
Bish.
Bash. Bosh! Oh, you know what, dude? We've still got to decorate the tree. This needs to go up them stairs. Wow, what a selection of gorgeous recipes. We hope that livens up your Christmas and gives you some inspiration.
My taste buds have certainly been titillated, and I'm sure yours have too. If they have, like, comment, subscribe, and we shall see you soon.